Welcome to Aaron's review, and today's video is number 79. We'll be doing a full review of the Shozy Phone 121. Before I start this actual full review, I just want to exchange some thoughts with you of what's been happening with me. So we've had Christmas. On the day of Christmas, my iMac sadly died. The hard drive did not boot up. And so that's the reason why I've not been doing much video within these 1 or 2 days since the hard drive died. It's currently being repaired right now. I certified in Hong Kong. So what they need to do is actually replace it with a solid state drive, because the current hard drive that I've got right now is 1 TB. So I asked them to replace it with a solid state drive for $1,950, which is quite reasonable. I did think of actually replacing it myself, but looking at the assembly of the front LCD panel, it seems a bit more difficult because I need to buy some products as to put it back on, hence the reason why I've opted not to go for doing it myself. I just want to say that iCertified is one of the companies that I go to in Hong Kong to get it fixed. I have no connections with them. I have used them before to replace the battery of my MacBook Pro, and it was quite fast. With the iMac this time, they actually came to my house to pick it up, and once it's fixed, which hopefully be today or tomorrow, I will get it sent back to my house. So I thought that's a good bit of good service here. And while these couple of days where I have no machine to use, I also did a bit of shopping. I didn't buy it, well, I did buy something. I bought a SpinFit, which retails about for 70 Hong Kong dollars. This is the CP100. I went for the large size. Reason I went for this is mainly because I purchased a couple of IEM monitors that has the bigger version of the whole, and that's why I bought 2 packs. I was able to get this for 60 Hong Kong dollars in Bangkok. So I've got 2 packs now. One of them is being used here with the Shozy Phone 121, which is probably what I recommend. I prefer SpinFits more, but if you want a bit of an emphasis base, I would say using the foam that it comes with it. So let's get this video started. I do want to talk about some IEM monitors I tested when I was in Bangkok yesterday. I tried the Rave, the Empire EOS Rave, which retails for 30,000 Hong Kong dollars. Which has electrostatic tweeters, 7 BA drivers as I recall. A fantastic IEM monitor that has a lot of details. One worthy is a consideration to buy, but obviously at $30,000. One probably to not buy right now, or maybe buy in the future when price eventually drops. I also tried the Kinera Nana. Again, it is an electrostatic with a BA and a dynamic driver. As I mentioned in my previous video, I am looking into a tribrid IEM monitor. There is a couple that are on my mind, and the Empire EOS Rave is definitely one of the top spec ones, but at $30,000 is one to really not think about. Anyway, let's get this Shozy Phone 121 started. As you can see, I have my SP1000 copper version this time with amp. I'm using the amp due to the fact that the Shozy Phone 121 uses the 3.5mm cable. So let's get started on the Shozy Phone 121. In regards to what you get, this is roughly what you get with the Shozy Phone 121. A small magnetic box, which is quite compact, and I do like it because it is magnetic. In regards to the extra box inside, which contains this, I would have preferred if this also open in the same manner as that, so that we give a better presentation. In regards to the accessory provided with the Shozy Phone 121, definitely in a way the accessories given is recommendable. There is a good selection of foams and silicone E-tips. For me, preference-wise, I said I do prefer the silicone tips, but if you want a bit more base, I would suggest maybe foam, as it gets a better seal. Carry case is fantastic, nice and big and hard, protects it. I always enjoy a carry case when I buy an IEM monitor. And in regards to the cable, fantastic cable, one that is braided. It has 3.5mm on this side. It doesn't tangle. There is a better, the hook to your ear is nice and flexible. That means it's not like the balloons where it totally wraps around your ear, making it uncomfortable. In regards to the INI monitor, made of acrylic, very good looking. And let me just see if we can, yep, here you go, very good looking. There's a sparkle to it, small, compact, no fatigue, can use it for a long time. Cable is excellent, well, one that doesn't need replacing, but as I said, I mostly prefer using the 2.5mm. So, and as you can see, I've already applied my SpinFit CP100 already on to this INI monitor. Quite small and compact. The nozzle, it's like that. Bit of grill. Fair. Yeah, you are getting $75 worth of INI monitor and accessories. So $75 is what it retails for. I managed to only pay $45 US because I got it on the Black Friday, and then I also applied a coupon that allowed me another extra $15 discount using the Lenso website. Hence the reason where I purchased this. You can see on the side here we have some air holes so that air can get inside as you control the bass and stuff. Inside we have two drivers. We have a beryllium dynamic driver and also a BA driver. It is a 0.78mm 2-pin connection, so that means I'm able to use my Sony and C8. Impedance is about 19 ohms and the sensitivity is 100 decibels. It is a very easy to drive INI monitor. So you can use it with your phone, but as I said, if you've got a dedicated player, you might as well use your player. Obviously, I have been using the amp, so that will drive it a little bit more because it's coming from the 3.5mm connector. So yeah, definitely a good selection of accessories. The driver for the dynamic is the 9.2mm beryllium coated dynamic driver, and a BA balanced armature driver is given. The dynamic driver will give us the sub bass and the mids, while the balanced armature driver is for the mids and the trebles. IEM is relatively small and looks like a proper IEM, unlike the balloons. It's a bit different in structure wise. This is what most INI monitors might look like if you were to buy from Empire Ears and stuff like that. Isolation is good. The design, there is like a sparkle to it, and it's a bit futuristic. There is the Shozy logo here. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Shozy logo there. Very nice. Looks a bit like an Empire Ear, obviously without their EE logo on the side, and smaller due to the fact it's only got two drivers inside. Now let's get to the sound structure, or the sound of this INI monitor. As you probably saw in my last couple of videos, we've had 3 INI monitors. I've been testing the Shozy, I've been testing the Billie Jean, and I've been testing the KEZ EZSX as well. There is one INI monitor there that I like the most, and you'll find out eventually in one of the videos. Right, the sound signature is a curved V-shape signature. Sound stage is definitely narrow with more emphasis on the bass and the sub bass. They are not to the extent for the where this is for the bass heads, where it is immersive and hits you hard. So this is not that one. Bass is definitely prominent and deep, and it's just deep and extended with some control. Note that the punchy bass, mid bass is the same and loud and seems to be blended together. That is what I feel when I hear this INI monitor. IEM is not detailed and instrument separation is not as detailed as the others I've tried. The sound signature is something different and unusual for me. So hence the reason why it is still something unique, because it's different, one that I've never tested before. The vocals and instruments seem to be all mixed together with more emphasis definitely on the bass and low mids. As I said, with the narrow soundstage, definitely you can hear it, you can feel that it's just a narrow soundstage. Not outstanding resolution or detail, just sufficient detail. Definitely not for classic and acoustic, as music separation and detail is not great, but rock and hip hop should be fine. The stock tuning might not be the most, might not be to everyone's taste. As I said, it's definitely a good IEM, one that is more on the bass, lower mids side, one that is a bit different. The tuning is different from me, with some emphasis on the lows and lower mids. Treble can have peaks and might be uncomfortable for sensitive ears. Since I find it is less controlled, there is definitely more weighted bass and a recessed treble. Might be a little bright for some people. That is what I feel as Shozy Form 121 is like. At $675, there might be other options that you can think of. It is a very nice made INI monitor with a good amount of accessories. I like the case, one that I will sometimes use as to have a change of mood. It's definitely different. As I mentioned, the separation is not fantastic. It's all muddled together with more emphasis definitely on the bass and the mids, and then the trebles, as I said, it could be a bit bright for some people, but it's a good mix. One that I would sometimes use depending on my mood, and roughly that is what I want to say about this INI monitor. Do I recommend it? It's a good entry-level INI monitor. One definitely to test in the shops with to see if this is what you like. If I were to test this in the shops and would I buy this straight away, I would probably say maybe not. But it's still nice. One that I would not say that you should not buy, but one that I would probably think, maybe this is your sound signature that you like. I don't know. But for me, this is not the one that gives me the wow factor. There have been some INI monitors in the past that I was like, having tried it for the first time, it's like, wow, I can see why I want that straight away. For instance, the Empire Ear Wraith is one of them. And then another one that I've tried in the previous past was obviously the Empire Ear Zeus. When I tried it the first time, I can see, wow, a big upgrade in comparison to the Fitz Ear 334, which I was using at that time. Yeah, so not one of those, but a good entry level. One that I do like its design and shape, how comfortable it is. Anyway, that's all I want to say about this INI monitor. Hopefully you found this video useful. I do have some more INI monitors to review. There is definitely one that I like very much, and that's what I've been using it. And obviously you can see that it's not this one, but still a good entry level. Recommended, maybe, but definitely if you've got the opportunity, test it first. One that doesn't wow me straight away, but overall something different. Anyway, hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you again in the next video. And if I don't see you before then, have a happy new year, guys. Thanks for watching, and do hit subscribe.